Good morning. Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. Let's have a look at what our project's going to be for today. Now at the base, I can kind of see that it's wet around that block and not wet around that block. It usually means that our pressure overflow valve is releasing because there's too much pressure, which is usually also indicated. Let's see, there we go. You can see the pressure gauge, if it holds still. The pressure gauge up here is, where are we? I think that's like a 20 something, almost 20 psi. Yep. And that's an indication that the system has too much pressure in it when the furnace is not running. And then here is our expansion tank. Let's turn that light back here to get some additional. That helps a bit. So you tap on the tank. And it sounds solid all the way. There's no, there should be air in the top part, and there isn't. So it means we gotta open this valve and drain that tank so that it has the hot water. The water as it heats has some expansion and place to go. So that's what we gotta do. First step is over here we have our electrical shutoff switch. We need to turn off the system so that the pump doesn't turn on, the boiler doesn't turn on when we have the expansion tank out of circuit. Next we need to close this valve here, so I'll need to get a wrench to do that. Let's try this one-handed. So here we go, we have our wrench. And we're going to turn. There we go. So now it is turned off. So no more water will flow into the tank. No more water will flow into the tank. It stops there. And now we have to open this valve. Okay, so here's the valve I have to open. No water's going to come out, but the problem is that it's air. There's an airlock in it, so the water does not want to come out because it's a sealed off tank. We close that valve, so we need to use a little trick that I think. So we open the valve. Okay, so we'll point out that this valve I changed out a while ago from a needle valve to a gate valve. So when you open it, the gate pulls open. So now there's a big opening that we will then be able to put a straw through. Close the bottom end. So the air gets sucked up the straw as the water comes out. The water comes down, creating the suction, and this allows the air to get sucked up and release the pressure. Okay, so we store the straw there, and we close this gate valve. We're going to empty that bucket of water over into the laundry tray, and then we're going to bring it back and empty some more. Okay, we had our first bucket, and now See how it's kind of like, we just kind of like balance that on top so it's not too much of the water doesn't spray too far coming down. So now we're going to do a second bucket full. Like 2 to 3 buckets is usually good. Okay, 4 of those tanks out, and now we gotta open up the valve here, and then we'll turn the power back on. Okay, we turned the valve on, and now over here, right over here, is the switch. So we're going to turn our furnace back on. And let's see if we can zoom in on the pressure gauge. Yeah, pretty good zoom. And now you can see with our finger, the top gauge says about 15 psi instead of 20 something. So I think we should be in good shape. We'll see if the wetness on the floor, if that dries up, then we're in good shape. If not, then there might be some other problem. But that's where we're going to be for now.